So what is going on, guys? I am Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video on the channel where today what I have for you are some more leaks on BO6 zombies. These are, from what I've seen, the first ones that we've had since the reveal of BO6 zombies. So some new information that we haven't been told yet. And now that we've had the reveal, we can kind of confirm what is true within this and what isn't. But as always, before we continue, I must give you the disclaimer that, of course, leaks can always change. I don't know what's true and what isn't. For all I know, all of this could be totally made up, or it could all be real. But what I do know is you should definitely subscribe to the channel because we're almost at 700,000 subscribers. I think something like 60% of you aren't subscribed, so if you could find 5 seconds right now to just click that subscribe button, I appreciate that more than anything. But let's get into today's information then, which is from Hey I'm Alex over on Twitter. Over the past week or so, he's tweeted 5 or 6 different things relating to BO6 zombies. His first post is about the gobblegums, which we know are coming to BO6, that has been confirmed, but we don't know how they're going to function yet. Will they work in the exact same way they did on BO3 zombies, or will Treyarch change it up? And Alex said about this, Black Ops 6's gobblegums seem to be a mix between Black Ops 3's gobblegums and Black Ops 4's elixirs. Now this is him being very vague. He doesn't say specifically what parts of BO3's gobblegum system will be used and mixed with Black Ops 4's elixirs, but that does confirm even though gobblegums are returning in Black Ops 6, they won't work in the exact same way we saw them last time in BO3. Maybe one aspect Treyarch will remove from the gobblegum system is the RNG, and what I mean by that is how you had to go up to the gobblegum machine and then RNG would play a part in what gobblegum you got. You could get something as amazing as Perkaholic, or you could get something as bad as just the, well, default gobblegums or whatever you've got selected. In the earlier days of BO3 zombies, not now because they changed how it worked, but I can't count the amount of points I wasted on just getting crap gobblegums from the machine. Whereas on Black Ops 4, Treyarch changed it slightly, so in the main menu you would pick which 4 elixirs you wanted to go into the game with, and then you would just press either up, down, left or right on the D-pad to select the elixir you wanted to use in that specific moment. There was no RNG involved in BO4's elixirs like there was in the gobblegums, so that could be one route that Treyarch go down with BO6's gobblegums. Instead of having Dr. Monty's machine again, you now access them in the same way that we did with BO4's elixirs, by selecting which 4 gobblegums you want to go in the game with, and then using the D-pad to access them mid-game instead of going up to a gobblegum machine. I'm trying to think what other ways Treyarch could change it up here. What parts of BO3's gobblegums and BO4's elixirs would they take and mix together? Because ultimately they're not that different. I think I prefer the gobblegum system. It was more fun. Part of that was also because the gobblegums were better. The elixirs weren't as interesting, but I will admit they also weren't as annoying or long-winded to try and get than what the gobblegums were. So to be honest, I think that's a good thing. Instead of them just straight up ripping BO3 system, it sounds like they've improved it by mixing it with how elixirs worked in Black Ops 4. Sticking to the topic of gobblegums, Alex also tweeted out a picture of Perkaholic with a red cross through it. Now either he's trying to say Perkaholic isn't in Black Ops 6 zombies. If that is the case, a lot of people will be disappointed, but I think because of how zombies works now, or at least should work in BO6, Treyarch haven't confirmed it, but ever since Cold War they removed the perk limit, which makes Perkaholic a little bit more useless, because one of the main reasons everybody wanted it was because it allowed you to exceed the 4 perk cap limit. But now ever since Cold War, also in Vanguard and Modern Warfare 3, you can have all the perks in the game. You can buy more than 4 that you were allowed in older games, meaning Perkaholic now isn't as useful because people wanted it. People spent a lot of money on COD points just to get Perkaholic so that they could surpass the 4 perk limit. That limit no longer exists. The other perk of Perkaholic was that it allowed you to get every perk on round 1. I would say now in zombies maybe by round 20, actually less than that if you don't spend all your points on Pack-a-Punch in the mystery box. It takes you about 15 to 20 rounds to get enough points to buy every perk, but with Perkaholic you could get every perk from the get-go, which was super OP. Remember that a lot of people who aren't good at zombies, or who are, well, noobs, round 20 is pretty high. There are some maps for me that I find difficult to get to round 20 on. Nact, 5, Verruct is quite difficult, but with Perkaholic it makes the game so much easier. It's like a cheat code. It was super OP. That feature will still be useful in current zombies, but overall, if Perkaholic does come back and works in the exact same way, it won't be as powerful as it used to be. So maybe if I'm interpreting Alex's tweet correctly, that Perkaholic isn't returning at all, that's the reason, because there's now no perk limit in zombies. Perkaholic isn't necessary and maybe Treyarch thought giving us all of the perks on round 1 was very OP. That was another reason why they didn't want to bring it back. I can guarantee you if this isn't in the game at the start, it will come in like season 2 or 3 or 4. Perkaholic will be used to just promote a whole season because a lot of people will still want it. The only thing I'll say about this on a personal level is I never really use gobblegums in zombies anyway, or elixirs. I just prefer the old style zombies. Half the time I forget gobblegums even exist. I couldn't tell you what half of them do just because I never use them, honestly. I know a lot of people say they're pay to win, but there really is no winning in zombies. It's not PvP, it's a co-op game. You're playing either with your friends or on your own, not against other players, so there is no winning in that sense other than leaderboards and rankings in rounds and kills, etc. So gobblegums on pay to win, I've always been completely fine with them. But carrying on, Alex also tweeted out a picture of Quick Revive. Now this could either mean two things. One, simply Quick Revive is returning, or perks are returning. Okay, great, that's not really interesting information. It's nothing new, we had perks in Cold War. Or he is saying Quick Revive will work how it used to, and self-revive kits, like how we had in Cold War, will no longer exist. So zombies used to have a 3 life system where you could purchase Quick Revive 3 times, meaning it could revive you 3 times, but after that 3rd purchase it will disappear. So if you went down a 4th time in a game, then that was it was game over. However, in Cold War they changed how Quick Revive worked. It did something totally different, and now what you would have to do is craft self-revive kits, and using salvage, if you had enough of it, you could craft as many self-revives in the game as you wanted, meaning theoretically you could have unlimited downs if you were careful enough and remembered to keep buying it. So ever since Cold War, that's one of the reasons why zombies has been easier, because that 3 down and you're done system was removed because they changed how Quick Revive worked. So Alex could be saying Quick Revive is going to work how it used to and self-revive kits are gone, but considering it's a picture of Cold War's Quick Revive machine, not the OG one, I'm thinking he's just saying that Quick Revive is going to be in the game, which we expected anyway. I should think Juggernog, Stamina Up, Speed Cola will all be back as well. What about Double Tap 2.0? So yeah, if he's saying there what I think he is, it's not really new information. He also says, I can't wait to start a zombies game with red weapons. This pretty much confirms custom loadouts are back. In the OG days of zombies, you normally started with a pistol and then would have to work your way up buying wall weapons and mystery box weapons. Ever since Cold War, they introduced loadouts where you start with the weapon of your choice, which would be of red rarity, and then you could go on to upgrade it to blue rarity, purple and gold, which would make it stronger. So here I think he's just confirming that loadouts are returning, which I think I'm totally fine with. I have said in a recent video, ever since loadouts were introduced, it makes things such as the mystery box and wall weapons redundant. If you can start with the weapon of your choice, there's no need to buy wall weapons because you've got the weapon you already want. It's the same for the mystery box, unless you're after the wonder weapon. What are you spinning the box for? Surely there isn't a weapon in there that's better than the one you started with, because that will have all the attachments of your choice on it, which makes the mystery box and the wall weapons pretty much useless. So if he's saying loadouts are returning in Black Ops 6 Zombies, hopefully Treyarch have found a way to make the mystery box and wall weapons useful again, because if not, you may as well just get rid of them. And then in his final 2 tweets, he tweeted an image of this. It looks like the Dark Ether. I'm not sure what he's trying to say here. Either the Dark Ether is returning, which is a given, or a Dark Ether camo is coming. I don't know. And he also showed us a picture of salvage and high-grade salvage, confirming that they are returning in Black Ops 6 Zombies, which we actually already knew because we spotted it in the reveal trailer. So there we go, a bunch more leaks about Black Ops 6 Zombies. Some stuff which is very ambiguous, isn't specific, and is up to us to try and interpret what he's meaning, as is with a lot of leakers. Are you happy with what you've heard today? Are you happy with the way that Black Ops 6 Zombies seems to be going? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.